Hey everyone, it's Mallo, your host of Identico After Dark and the creative director here for Identico. Before we get started, I just wanted to let you know that this episode is brought to you in part by Gamers Heaven and their newest location just north of Seattle, Washington. There, in a family-friendly and welcoming environment, you can play tabletop or video games, read manga, or just relax with friends and sample some amazing drinks from their boba tea bar. If you want to learn more, log on to gamersheavenseattle.com to see hours and location. Now let's get on with the show.
Hello, Fringers. The following podcast may not be suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? We're back. It took a little while and we had to go on a bit of a hiatus, but we are back and welcome to Chaos Incorporated. I, as always, am joined by our wonderful, wonderful cast, and I'm just going to go random tonight again because as to what order. So we're going to start with Kaylee playing Shawn.
What's up, cats and kittens?
And then, just because of that, I'm going to say next we have Caleb playing Zed Lane.
I don't even care. It's been so long since I've said it. Howdy, cats and kittens.
Next, we have Steph playing Apex.
What's up, Buttercup?
So that's a new one. I like that one.
I
And
planned ahead.
I like that one.
finally, we have Michael playing Maxi.
Get along, little doggies.
Okay. That was a thing.
Did you just invite the audience to go away? Just get along?
I guess.
No.
Maybe.
All
Is that
right.
what that
What a
means?
rookie.
Corv
I
just
don't-
swung in for a quick minute and then left.
I
real
don't
fast.
know my. I don't know my. Cowboy slang.
So, for a quick recap, our last session, the players headed over to the club where Lillian had asked them to plant some bugs, where they think the UWI and Dynamic Design merger is going to be announced. After going through some different ideas of how to get in, they decided to dummy up an identity for Zed to get inside, and Zed was our fancy party planner, who was doing his final QA/QC with Apex as his intimidating bodyguard.
Hell yeah.
Zed wandered around the club for a while, making workers do random things and make random changes because that's what management does.
It was fun.
Zed and Apex placed bugs inside of the private area of the club, mostly up in chandeliers. After that, Maxi and Shawn came to the club. Maxi drove Shawn up. Shawn headed into the VIP area. I would say awkwardly mingled for a little bit in Shawn's own way.
100%
right?
awkward.
As Maxi was doing his bodyguard stuff, he noticed a rifle barrel coming out of an Art Deco piece in the second floor, and the team headed upstairs. Apex and Zed made it up first and got into it with somebody on the second floor before Maxi barreled in and stabbed them a few times. As Maxi was finishing that person off, Shawn detected some signals and they went upstairs or up the ladder to the roof. As they crested over the ladder, they were blasted with fire.
Ow.
Shawn and Apex both came up onto the roof and were, again, both blasted with fire, which they were convinced at some point in their hacker minds was magic. Apex noped the fuck out of there.
Yep.
It was like, I'm leaving.
I have no shame.
Maxi, not knowing a fight he doesn't like, went back upstairs to help Shawn while Zed was like, I'll take care of things down here.
I mean,
Playing it safe.
Yeah, I mean,
you had to help. Shawn was ineffectually trying to throw the guy off the edge of the roof and not doing it.
I mean, as we've found, Maxi's only really good at one or two things, and it just so happens that those things are happening now.
But let's not forget over the last couple of sessions, we've learned that there may be more to Maxi than is meeting the eye.
I mean, there
So I
certainly
don't-
may be, but at least at this point, these are the
Everyone
things,
forget that.
these are the things that Maxi does well. Maxi's a decent driver, and if you need some stabby stab,
That's
Maxi's
what
not too
Maxi
bad.
do.
Sometimes you do.
So As Maxi got over the top of the ladder, they noticed that the assailant on the roof was blasting with fire. Maxi noted that the fire appears to just manifest straight from their hand, and that was when Maxi, seeing fire, decided to run into the fray. Maxi and the assailant on the roof traded blows. Shawn kept trying to shove them off the building.
Not Maxi, just the bad guy.
So Shawn was trying to shove the assailants off the building. Finally, at the end, Maxi was able to put the assailant into a straight armbar, grapple them to the deck of the roof, and plant their face into the concrete, which is where we will pick up today. Maxi, would you like to begin?
Where to begin?
You have them pinned to the roof in a straight armbar with your knee kind of in the assailant's shoulder blade. They're dressed very similarly to the person you killed downstairs. Black pants, black leather jacket, ski mask. The gentle boom, 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 boom can still be heard from downstairs, where the music of the party appears to still be going on. So it sounds like at this point you've been quiet enough by just stabbing people to death to where you haven't really alerted anyone yet.
Right. Let's see. Straight arm bar, face to the roof, concrete. And Shawn is nursing wounds, correct?
Yeah, Shawn is next to you.
Okay.
Yeah, Shawn's left leg is pretty... there's blisters, some of the armor has been melted, and they look a little unsteady. But they pull out a pistol and are holding it on your.
Yeah,
on
they
your
were
person.
not nursing last
Not on
time.
you,
After they
but
got
on the person
blasted
you're
with the
holding.
fire, Shawn was in the thick of it, trying to get this person to stop blasting you with fire.
Yeah, but now that the adrenaline's starting to wear off, there's some pain signals coming from the left leg that they're starting to pay attention to.
In the industry, we call that ouchie ouchie.
Is that an official term?
The ouchie ouchies are starting to set in. Maxi will continue to hold the armbar and look at Shawn. Can you walk? Are you okay?
Yes, I can walk. What are we doing with this?
Do you have any questions for it?
Well, who sent it? What were they sent here to do? What was the person downstairs? Are they related to any of the other problems we've been having? Yeah, I have a few.
You can ask the questions now, or we can take it with us.
I think we should take it with us, and this time keep it.
Probably wise. Wait, are you commenting on my ability to keep a hostage, or are you just simply commenting that we need to keep this one with us?
I wasn't picking on technically your ability to keep a hostage, more like our ability to keep a hostage.
Very good.
You were not in it by yourself.
Maxi leans down, kind of toward the to the closest ear of the person that I am holding to the ground, or that Maxi's holding to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
This may hurt. And Maxi's going to move his knee upward a little bit to try and put some pressure on to knock the person out. In fact,
Okay.
not the knee. Maxi will change his grip to an elbow hold. He'll throw his elbow around the neck and put pressure on that way to render them unconscious.
Okay. Give me a grapple check to start with.
All right.
That was a very good way to start this session for the NPCs. They got a 6.
And that's a straight strength check, correct?
Yeah, plus any grapple bonuses you have if you have. Like, what's your hand-to-hand combat proficiency?
I'm double checking. I have martial arts.
Okay, I'd give you the full combat bonus to that, so you get an additional
Okay.
+3 on top of your strength.
Okay. That'd be 18.
Yeah, that definitely beats a 6.
Fantastic.
So as you move to slip your hand under their neck, do you speak Spanish, Maxi? Is that one of the languages you have there?
Let me double check. I think I have Portuguese specifically.
Somebody is
Yeah,
from
I don't have
Brazil?
Spanish. We have Portuguese, not Spanish.
It's got some similarities. So you're able to pick out some of it. They are cursing you in ways that would make anyone blush until you fully, get them into the blood choke and they are unconscious.
All right.
Shawn is watching while blushing.
Once the assailant is unconscious, then Maxi will pull out some zip ties. As any former law enforcement officer would always carry some zip ties.
Yep.
And I'll zip tie them securely.
Okay.
Hands behind the back. And let's see, does he have
Ankles.
anything on
2
him?
ankles also.
Yep, ankles. And yeah, Tazi's gonna pull out his oh my gosh.
No.
Not Tazi. Sorry, I
podcast.
completely forgot
Next week.
where I was at.
That's next week.
Maxi is going to pull out his pocket square and use that to stuff it inside the person's mouth so they can't speak.
Okay. Zed and Apex, you are downstairs in the mechanical room. What are you doing while all this is going on? There's a dead person down there.
So if I remember correctly, I went to check the door to make sure nobody heard us.
Yep. You again are hearing the dulcet dum, 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 from downstairs.
Did the door have a lock on the inside?
Yeah, it's lockable. That's what
Okay.
Apex picked on her way in, was the
Right.
mechanical deadbolt lock.
Okay, so I'm gonna relock it now that we're on, and I think we should wait till Maxi shows up.
Yeah, I think he'll know more what to do with this body than I do.
Let's make sure we don't touch anything. Just in case.
From above, you hear the noise of something being dragged toward the ladder.
Oh, before you toss this guy down the ladder or hand him down the ladder, I'm going to search him for electronic
That was
devices
what
in the
had
other- directed
directed you up there in the first place. You do find his glow. On his person, you also find what appears to be a stun baton and a .40 caliber pistol.
All right.
How many
like,
identical points do I spend for a winning lottery ticket?
All of them.
All right, I'll do that. I'm gonna make sure that his glow is shut off, and actually, I would like to actually spend some identical points on having, because any good hacker who's going after some sort of data or data steal will have basically the equivalent of like a portable Faraday cage with them.
Yeah, it's
like
a little
box
it's
or
a
something
little
in
lead
their
line.
they can
Like,
put, yep,
okay.
and that's where that glow is going.
I can charge it to
So it
those.
can't be
Yeah,
tracked.
you've got that. So you've basically got it in like a little lead line box.
Yep.
Like a Pelican case.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
And Superman
Apex,
can no longer see what's in it.
Yep. Apex and Zed, you see Maxi kind of coming toward the ladder and appears to have a bundle of human with him.
Is that one dead too?
No, this one is
It's not
very
dead.
much alive.
Okay.
You need a hand, buddy?
That would be preferable, likely 2 or more.
2 or more hands or 2 or more people? Because
Well,
I don't want to get in your way. I'll supervise. Ladder rung is right below you. Move your foot down. Move it down again.
So if it looks as though no one's going to assist Maxi, he'll try to put the body over his shoulder and climb down the ladder.
Chone's gonna try and help.
Okay.
Chone is gonna try and help.
Apex is just spotting you, like holding up her hands.
We lost Caleb.
We lost Caleb.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh,
Well, wait, he's supervising. He's fine.
back. Maybe. While we're waiting on Caleb to.
So Chone will like hold the body by the arms, and as you get down onto the ladder, kind of start lowering it down to you.
All right. What would you like Maxi to check to see if he can successfully catch the body?
I would like a strength check from Chone and Maxi.
All right.
Oh, you actually want me to prove I can do this? That's not going to end well for me.
Okay, that is 16.
Chone.
It's a 9.
Okay. It's fumbly at best, but you do manage to successfully get the body down into the mechanical room without injuring yourselves or much injuring the body you're carrying down there. You kind of.
I was going to say, let's make sure it's not a body. It's a hostage or a captive. It is not a body.
You bonk it a couple times in like the shoulder on some ladder rungs, but you do manage to get it down into the mechanical room.
Okay.
Chone will come down, closing the hatch.
Okay.
Also.
And now you are all back down in the mechanical room where the HVAC was, and so there's the dead body over by where the rifle was, and now you are all together again.
I suggest we may need to interrogate them here, as getting them off premise may be difficult.
Probably, unless you want to, draw a bunch of attention to yourself.
I mean, if we really did have to leave, it would not be hard to exit in the guise of escorting an inebriated guest. But I agree. Let's have a chit chat.
Zed's trying to pull a weekend at Bernie's.
Yes.
No.
It always works. It worked like 3 times, didn't it?
80% of the time works every time.
As Shawn has already mentioned, the last time we had a captive, it was taken from us. Let's not give anyone opportunity.
Okay, the door's locked, so do we need to wake him up somehow? Wake them up?
Certainly, and Maxi will kind of bend down and start slapping.
Before you do that,
okay,
we should probably understand what we're going to ask and who's going to ask it.
Well, if anybody's going to chit chat, I feel like that's my job.
Agreed.
Yeah.
All right. Do you need any tools for your interrogation?
I think I've got pretty much everything that I need. Y'all can be intimidating. That would probably be helpful.
I suggest using the dead body behind you as proof of our intent.
I feel like that goes without saying, but yes.
But it is important to say.
Sometimes,
or to reveal it at an appropriately dramatic time.
Sometimes the art of the conversation lives in what is unsaid and in the silence.
I will certainly leave that to your expertise. I will simply stand back and let me know when you need me to stab it.
We need to know who they are, why they're here, what they were going to do, who sent them, and are they related to any of our other problems?
Well, I will start the ball rolling.
Maxi will bend down and take his pocket square out of the captive's mouth,
okay,
and then give the captive a couple of good slaps to wake them up.
That's satin. That's $10 you're never going to get back.
Hey.
Or, sorry, not $10.
You slap them twice before they kind of shake their head, and he looks at you, and continues with the swearing he was doing as you knocked him unconscious.
And then Maxi will take 2 steps back and stand there with his arms folded.
So I will crouch down, kind of on level with this figure.
Mm-hmm.
Howdy, friend. How you doing?
He says, like in a very croaky voice because he just had part of his windpipe crushed. Fuck you.
Need some water? Throat sounds a little rough. I got some water.
Go fuck yourself.
Okay. So, got some questions for you. We can either have a conversation like civilized people, or you can just end up like your friend over there. It's completely your choice.
As you point out the dead body, you see this individual kind of freeze for a minute and like tears well up in his eyes. And then you can kind of see, you know, that swallowing thing you do when you're trying to not like multiple times. And then he spits in your face.
That's fine. Just, I'm gonna reach up and ask for Maxi's pocket square.
Maxi will pull it back out of his pants pocket, shake it out, and then pass it over.
It's a little damp from when he had it inside of the assailant's mouth.
Yeah, that was the shaking part.
Wipe my face off. Look, clearly this individual was important to you, and I regret that we're where we are right now. But frankly, you made the choices that brought us here. And you can make the next set of choices that will either remove you from this situation or take you down a different path. So I'm willing to talk if you are. If you're not, he's willing to kill you. It's a simple choice.
Give me an intimidation check.
Let me remember my character sheet. Please stand by.
Can Maxi provide any bonuses?
Can I add?
Yeah.
I was
All of
going
you
to
can
the same
do.
thing.
Roll me d20s. Everybody, give me a d20, and we'll end with Caleb's roll. So we're gonna see how
roll.
sufficiently intimidating the other 3 of you are.
18 for Maxi.
Okay.
19.
Shawn is plugging in and heating up their soldering tool from their electronics kit and testing it, and I rolled a 16.
I got 19.
Okay. So Apex, like, what does Apex do to be intimidating?
I think
Like,
I have.
What's her intimidation move?
Yeah, gosh, she's not usually the most intimidating person in the room. So I think I have my knife out, and I'm just kind of doing that thing where you like spin it on your hand, flipping it around, and just kind of like looking at the captive, looking at the body, looking back at the captive, doing a little wink, like, that's gonna be you.
Okay. And finally, Caleb, what did you get for your roll?
27.
Okay. Well, with all of the bonuses I'm giving you for your compatriots' assistance, that puts you well over what your assailant rolled. So, you see him kind of, he stops for a full 10 to 15 seconds, and you can almost hear the gears turning in his head as his eyes flip between Apex flipping her knife and Shawn like messing with their soldering iron on the HVAC and being like tss, 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 like kind of against the metal, and then Maxi mostly just standing there like, give me a reason.
Maxi's picking his teeth with the knife that he stabbed the friend with.
Ooh, unsanitary.
Oh, what's sanitary?
It's the future. It's self-sanitizing.
Oh,
goes,
okay.
What do you want to know? And then he adds a lovely superlative.
Well, why don't we just start with names? What's yours?
He goes, my name is Robert.
As in the Dread Pirate?
He does not know what you're talking about. He just kind of looks at you like, what?
All right, Robbie. My name's Sam. These are my friends. We don't have to get to know them unless that's your choice to make. But for right now, let's just have a conversation between the two of us. Who are you working for?
No one.
So what brings you to the party tonight with hardware that we saw stacked up back there?
We're going to kill somebody.
Who?
He goes, Kelly Aguilar.
Do I know that name?
Give me either a politics or, and any of you can roll on this. Politics would do it, not underworld. Counterintelligence would do it.
Zed's been very familiar with the guest list since he took over that position, right?
Mm-hmm. You've seen the name on the list. They're on the list for tonight.
I'm just seeing if I know them in like the larger picture.
Yep, politics or counterintelligence or intel analysis, any one of those.
Counterintelligence, I got a 25.
Okay.
21 politics.
Okay.
I just got a 14 politics.
Shawn,
Yeah,
Go ahead, Maxi?
Maxi did not roll.
which means Maxi rolled poorly.
No, I did not roll because this is not a skill Maxi has.
Shawn, it hits you first. So Kelly Aguilar is a freelance R&D person. She is basically like have science, will travel. Corps hire her to come in and develop new programs, basically be the idea person and the person who can get new R&D initiatives off the ground. She's got like 3 doctorates, 2 master's degrees. Like, you know who she is. She's extremely intelligent and very highly sought after, but she doesn't work for any individual corp. She contracts out.
Okay. And Aguilar was supposed to be here tonight.
Yep.
And you just really don't like them and decide to pop down to a highly secure party and assassinate her?
No, I don't like her because she's a fucking psycho.
Well, I mean, you really shouldn't throw stones. Living in a glass house as you do.
I don't hurt people like for no particular reason or for science.
Oh.
So 2 questions before I jump back in. One, I know she was on the guest list. Did she show up? Was she actually here?
You have not checked to see who's been checked off the guest list.
Gotcha. Second question, given the cybernetic advantages of my eyelid, do I feel like he's telling the truth right now?
Give me an insight check or perception.
Hold on, I'm doing math.
Matt.
23 insight.
You have no impression from his nonverbal communication stuff, both flushing in the face, eye movement, etc. Anything that you've been trained on and noticed with your cybernetics, nothing's indicating he's lying.
So, Robbie, tell me a little bit more about the crazy shit she's done to drive you to this murderous rage with your partner over there.
She kidnaps kids and experiments on them. She deserves to fucking die.
Is that what she did to you and your sister?
Give me a deceit check, because you're guessing.
I'm super guessing.
You might be guessing.
It was a good
It
guess.
was a female, though.
Yeah.
I remember it being a female.
It's a really good guess.
Only a 13.
He goes, yep, she did. And she deserves to fucking die.
Seems legit to me. You have proof that you could get out to the world about what she's done?
We are the fucking proof.
Well, I meant data.
Oh yeah, because when we escaped from their fucking lab, we stopped to fucking, grab our file on the way out the door.
Wow. I mean,
What makes you the proof, Robbie? What do you got? Scars?
So how do you have him? How do you have him zip tied, Maxi?
He's zip tied. His Maxi has his ankles zip tied together, and his hands are zip tied behind his back.
Okay. You see a light from behind his back, and he pulls his hands apart as it appears he has melted the zip ties.
Shawn has moved to a minimum safe distance.
It's some fancy cybernetics there, Robbie.
It's not cybernetics, dipshit.
It's magic.
That's the other game. Shh.
No, Shawn thinks it's magic.
Ah, that's a good party trick. What could your friend do?
Come a little closer and I'll show you more tricks.
I'm not that dumb.
I don't recommend that.
Highly unrecommended.
What could your friend
Like
do?
1
Same
star.
thing or different
Nope.
bag of tricks?
Different.
I'm interested. Tell me.
Well, she's dead, so she can't do nothing now. I'm guessing that was your doing, dipshit.
No, that was
my tall
my doing.
friends.
That was my doing. I will take the credit and the blame.
He seems confused by that statement. He goes, credit and blame?
Yes, I take credit for killing your friend, but I will also take the blame for killing your friend.
He goes, first time for everything, I guess.
Well, I mean, have your friend been killed many times
No, but nobody
before?
ever takes the blame for the shit they do.
Oh,
Oh.
that makes more sense.
So what do you know about this person that you're wanting to kill? Does she work for a bigger organization? Like, if you just kill her, are they just going to keep doing this?
She did.
She's a freelancer, Apex.
But I mean, is she single-handedly doing this, or are there people working for her?
She's working for Corpse.
Do you know which ones?
Yeah?
Well, and I'll twirl my knife again.
When she did this to us, she was working for Malfinia, who you are all very familiar with. They are the largest energy producer on the planet. They own Element 121. They perfected aneutronic fusion, thus making that kind of power possible. They're massive.
So, Robbie, even though we had an unfortunate run-in this evening, we don't have to necessarily walk away from this as enemies. Were you and your sister working alone, or do you have some support out there in the world?
We got friends. You don't have friends? You know what that word means? Friends?
Yes, I just want to make sure you have friends, and it's not just you on some crazy crusade to kill people. That's not going to get you anywhere.
I just want to kill her.
You ever think of the bigger picture, though, Robbie? Like, end of the day, killing one person is not going to make a difference.
It'll stop her from doing the same shit she's been doing.
So no one else can pick up her research? No one else can read a file, work a robot machine?
He's like, how the fuck do I know?
Exactly. That's why I'm trying to get through to you.
But why should that stop me from putting a bullet in her brain?
Because there are better ways to stop things from happening. You could take out one cog of the machine, or you could take down the machine. If you just take a cog out, the machine will keep going. If we take out the machine, everything stops.
Or you can take out the cog and the machine.
Shh.
Sorry.
You're not helping. Shh. Look, we ran into each other, unfortunately, tonight, but our paths are not completely on different roads, if you understand what I'm saying. We don't have to kill each other and regret what happened. We can part ways and possibly be of assistance to each other down the road.
You're just gonna let me go?
Well, you got yourself unzip tied and you're still sitting here, so I don't think you're the one to start the offense. Because you could have and you didn't. We've been having a nice civilized chat for a few minutes. I think we can keep that going.
We're having a civilized chat because there's 4 of you and 1 of me, and even if I did start some shit, don't mean that I'm not fucking invincible.
No, you are not.
That shows wonderful growth, Robbie. I'm proud of you. You're thinking through the situation. Good job. I think we can work together. Look, we're relatively new in town. We have some very specific work that we're doing, and we've got the bankroll to have independent contractors help us accomplish our goals.
What do I get?
Well, 1, your life. 2, a lot of money. You can use that money with your friends that you just talked about to do a whole lot more than kill one person. With a lot of money, you could, I don't know, buy some explosives, buy a lot more weapons, buy some ROVs.
You killed my sister. Why should I work for you?
Because I'm not killing you. It's that simple.
I could think about it.
I'm fine with having a conversation at a later date. Here's my number. Call me.
Give me my glow back and let me walk out of here.
I'll look over my shoulder at Shawn.
I left that up on the roof. I'll go get it if we're letting
Well,
you
I
go.
assume your exit is through the roof.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you walk up this ladder, you can find your glow and be on your way.
While this conversation is happening, Maxi's gonna pull out his glow and send Shawn a brief text. And the text is a scan for cyberware ?
I mean, I can look at the guy and see if I can. Do I spot any signals coming off of him?
He looks completely unaugmented from both you and Zed's examination.
Okay. Shawn, when Shawn gets that task, they're about to climb the ladder. They just look over at Maxi and shake their head, and then climbs up the ladder very quickly, so that they can put the globe back after quickly slipping some tracking software onto it. Yep.
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh. I rolled great on one die and poopy on the other, so that would be 16. Software, come here, skills. 26.
Okay, you've got it installed.
Yeah, I'll just have it report its location to my mothership server.
Okay.
And I'll put it over where, kind of wait for the person to come up and like, there's your glow.
Done.
So can we wait for Robbie to leave?
He does. If you let him go, he leaves.
All right.
Shawn comes back.
Well, that was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So how do we use Dead Sniper to our advantage tonight?
We could take out a certain cog and then pin it on that sniper and be like, oh, we're too late, but we took them out.
We stopped the sniper. Good thinking, Apex.
I try.
Well, which cog would you like me to take out?
The child kidnapping one? Or just...
That doesn't really advance our goals much.
Yeah, why don't we hit one of the ones in this deal that we need to go south?
Yeah.
Well, that works too.
I mean, if you get two shots off, then
If the targets are close
shooting
enough, I could.
Aguilar would be fine.
If the targets are close enough, I could possibly take both targets out.
And then perhaps the rest of us are staged to run back here, find the killer, and gun them down.
Oh no, if only we'd been sooner.
Well, please keep in mind that the sniper is also bearing a number of knife wounds. It may be best if I am the person that finds the body, as I owned the knife that created the wounds.
Right, but what I'm saying is we'll be just outside of the maintenance area in full view of people when the shots ring out, so we come and respond, and you're with us, but not seen to people. But since you've been seen with me as my bodyguard, it will be assumed that we are the heroes of the piece.
Actually, give me an intelligence check.
Maxi can understand this. It's not
I'm really worried about why Alex is grinning while we're making this dumb plan.
Shawn's gonna look around for cameras, because I don't remember
There
if
are
I
no
did.
cameras in this room.
Okay, good.
Double checking.
Yeah, so
Maybe
There
cameras in the break room, though.
that's a 7 for Maxi.
Okay.
You think it's a great plan.
I will stab myself also, so it looks like we were in a knife fight.
So, am I getting this right? Chone, Apex, and Zed are heading back downstairs. Maxi, you're going to go look for the two targets, and so one of them is obviously the child kidnapper. Who's the other one that you really want to take out?
Maxi was waiting for someone to pick the target.
The COOs for both Dynamic Design and Urban Warfare Industries are here. You would confirm that on the guest list.
Yeah, I was talking about both of them. We don't really know enough about this supposed child kidnapper yet.
Or do we? Do we know enough?
Yes.
Give me a perception check. I'm assuming you're looking for these people in the room now.
Oh, certainly. 22, natural 20.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, you spot all three of them. They're all in the VIP area, and you've got a clean bead. Now, to take out all three of them, you're going to need to move pretty fast on your shots. Right? Because the minute the first shot goes, all hell's going to break loose. Now, this rifle is suppressed. With the music, you might be able to get off 2, but eventually somebody's going to see, it's a fairly high caliber rifle. There's going to be a mess.
Understood.
So, how would you like to prioritize your shots?
Let me double check something in my let's see, my talents here. Just a moment. Please
And
hold.
The other three of you are heading downstairs. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
Zed, you're back to party planner mode.
Yes. I also want to make sure, I know that the area we were in, like that work area, was accessible through like the staff break area and changing area, right?
Mm-hmm.
When this whole thing happened, no one was up there.
Nope.
As I'm going back into my job, I want to stroll over to wherever the security for the venue is.
Okay.
And see what kind of camera coverage is in the break room.
Okay, that's mostly actually down by the front desk.
Yeah.
And so you all wander down. Give me a perception check to kind of glance at because they've got the camera feeds in full view.
Shawn is going to stay near the break room.
21.
Yeah, there's no coverage up there.
Cool. Then I will busy myself snapping pointless orders at peons.
Well, okay. Apex, what are you doing? You're
I'm following Zed since I'm his bodyguard, and
glaring at people menacingly.
Yeah. I'm like, you heard him. Go.
Yeah, I'll stay around that front desk area though. Like I feel like that's a good spot.
Yeah, because that's where the stairs. It's not far from the stairs that go up to the break room. If you remember, that's on the second floor. Okay, Maxi, what are you doing?
Maxi's going to line up his first shot. Let's see. Which CEO do I want to target first?
COOs. The CEOs.
COOs. That's correct.
Yep.
Go alphabetically.
And Alex, please refresh my memory. Which COOs are here?
Urban Warfare Industries and Dynamic Design. They're having their merger.
Right. And are they sitting next to each other?
At this particular moment, no. They're both mingling on different portions of the private area behind the velvet rope.
Which of the three targets are closest to each other?
The COO from Dynamic and Kelly Aguilar are the closest to each other. They're about 9 feet apart. The other one is about 16 feet relative southeast of their location.
Did we ever determine who was in charge of security for tonight?
It's a freelance company.
Okay, so neither one of the corps has like
you see
hooks into that.
You see bodyguards out near the VIP area where there were bodyguards all hanging out, where Maxi was standing there looking intimidating. There's about half a dozen of them, but no, there's a freelance security company that's running everything here tonight.
And they're about to get a really big black eye.
Just a little.
Oh, Shawn's gonna quick place a like a sell order
Which one?
on their
UWI
stock.
and Dynamic?
Yeah, and the local security company.
Too?
Yeah, because bad shit's about to happen to all of them.
Maxi,
All right.
what are you doing?
You really want me to make my rolls, don't you? I just really.
I want you to know what I want to know if you're actually going to take the shot.
Maxi is going to. Maxi's going to take the shot. Maxi's going to target. Urban Warfare is the one the farthest away, correct?
Yep.
Okay. He's going to wait for an appropriate crescendo in the music.
Oh, okay. So you're waiting for the beat to drop. You're like,
I'm waiting for the beat to drop, for the crowd to surge,
Yep.
and we'll take the shot at that point.
okay. So you are kind of listening to the music, kind of bopping along. You hear the beat drop down. It comes down to the low tempo, just hi-hats. And then all of a sudden, boom, 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 boom.
And
Everybody's jumping up and down.
as Maxi anticipates that, he will then take the shot.
Take first shot. These are unopposed because they don't know what's coming.
Okay, that is going to be team plus rifle skill
+3.
21.
Okay. So that was the first shot. Are you aiming for the head, heart? What are you shooting for?
Going for the boy. Let's
Can't
go
armor
for
your
the
face.
let's go for headshots. We're going for kill shots. We're not going
Okay.
for wounds.
Roll 5d6 damage for the first one.
Okay.
And that was Urban Warfare.
Yep.
Okay.
6, 12.
You hear the familiar charge of a Gauss sniper rifle as it charges and fires.
Total of 20 points.
Yep. Okay. Take your next shot.
Holy shit.
Come on.
This is against who?
And this one is against the other COO.
Okay.
That's a 19.
That's a hit. Roll me some damage. You again hear the familiar sound of the charge as the electromagnets propel the round.
17.
Okay. And are you going to take the third one?
He's going to. So at this particular moment, there's only seconds. Does Maxi feel like he can squeeze off the third shot?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You haven't hit anybody you didn't mean to hit or caused much commotion quite yet. So this is again taking Maxi probably about a second and a half. So it's blam, blam. You know, I mean, Maxi's a professional.
All right. Maxi's actually going to not take the third shot at Aguilar. Maxi's going to grab the hand of the sniper,
Okay.
the body, and place those hands on the appropriate spots on the rifle. Wait, scratch that. Maxi's going to wipe the rifle because he's not wearing gloves. Going to give it a very quick wipe and then place the sniper's hands on the rifle. Is the sniper wearing gloves?
Yes.
Okay. Maxi will take the sniper's gloves off, then place the sniper's hands on the rifle.
Okay.
And then he will don the gloves. Will the gloves fit Tazi? If the gloves
No.
fit, or Tazi, I did it again, Tazi.
Who's this Maxi you keep thinking
No,
about?
I apologize. My brain is just like not with it tonight.
You're in Star Wars land. It's fine.
I drank some caffeine. I'm hoping that helps.
You're
No,
week
Maxi-
off. I mean, save that shit.
No, the problem is that the names are just so close. It's really easy to get them mixed up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
My
Maxi.
brain pan.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, if the gloves won't fit, then Maxi will pocket the
Let's go.
gloves.
Okay.
Maxi pockets the gloves, and will then.
So meanwhile, as you're kind of working through your wipe down,
Yeah.
It takes about 4 seconds, because there's like almost a delayed reaction down on the dance floor as they're literally basically like, as they're shot. It's like,
this is all while just after the shots on Maxi's comm to Chone. Maxi will just comm sniper, we have a sniper.
When Chone gets that, they like look up, see a rifle barrel, and start running back.
okay.
Zed and Apex will run up too.
Okay. Again, there's like a delayed
I'm
reaction.
assuming you're just
floor.
going to follow me. I'm sorry. I didn't
Yeah.
say you were doing
No,
something.
that's my job as bodyguard. I'd follow you.
As the group in the VIP suddenly realized what happened, and again, it's like a delayed reaction, like almost like they can't believe it, and then they're like there's a slow crescendo up of people yelling, and then the DJ suddenly stops playing after about 3 or 4 more seconds, and then the sound of the yelling gets louder when it doesn't have the other noise drowning it out.
Maxi runs back, unlocks the door to the room,
Okay.
and then will come back and pull out his knife and insert it into one of the wounds that he's already made.
Okay.
And he's going to hold
Chone
position
runs-
until the door opens.
Chone runs up, and as they come through, they're gonna take that 40 caliber pistol that Robert had, and turn around and kind of judge where the sniper was, and just shoot like, off into the machinery a couple shots, so it echoes everywhere, and then runs over to put the gun on the wipes the gun, runs over, put it on the floor.
Got it.
And so it's near the body.
Okay. So starting with Maxi and Chone, give me deceit checks.
All right.
Because after the initial like wave of like panic and craziness, you see people stream for the exits. The bodyguards are trying to make their way. They heard Chone yell sniper, and so they're like, you can see the bodyguards of those people kind of looking around. They spot the rifle and they start heading that general direction too.
Ooh, not great. 11 for Maxi.
Chone,
22 for me.
you 4 beat the bodyguards upstairs by a few seconds and security. When security arrives, what do you do?
Chone is kind of standing, ran back and holds the door open for people and waits security in.
As the security
my
forces
bodyguard
come,
is fighting the sniper.
as the security forces come in, Maxi will then pull the knife out of the body.
Okay. They stop. They're like, "Did you get him?"
They appear to be dead.
Okay. You see one of the security, the bodyguards walk over, kind of check, kind of kick the body over. Tag on. Blood everywhere. How'd you beat us up here? We saw you stand out there a few minutes ago.
We were near the maintenance area, and when I saw the rifle, that's when I signaled everybody, and he took off. That's why I pay for him.
I am worth every penny.
Nice move. All right, fuck it. We'll wait here for fucking SCPD. Give statements.
I will bustle in at that point in my role. All right. What's going on here? Let's try to get organized.
Was anyone hurt?
Yeah, we got 2 down.
Oh no.
Okay. So what's going on up here? What happened? Was there an
Looks like
assailant?
looks like somebody got in and took 2 shots at both the COOs, the UWI, and Dynamic Design.
Oh no.
So how did you let this happen?
Well, you see the security. They're now like kind of going up the roof access. It looks like they cut the bolt on the roof for the roof access.
I'm fairly certain we paid you to cover the roof.
Who the fuck are you, dude?
I'm the one paying you, dude.
He doesn't know who you are. That's true.
I'm in charge of this venue. I'm in charge of this event. You're on my payroll for the evening.
If you need a new set of guards, the company my bodyguard came from apparently is very well.
Let's all just
it's worth
hang
every
out
penny.
and we'll give statements to the cops when they get there.
Well, we need
in the
to-
distance, you do hear the sounds of as
Well, we
law
also need to make
enforcement
sure the
approaches.
crowd doesn't panic. If there's body downstairs, we need to make sure it's not being disturbed. Can you at least do some crowd control, get people out of the building, and keep wherever
Roger.
the victims are?
Yep, Roger, we're on our way down.
Great. Thank you.
Okay.
Well done.
Zed, it occurs to you that the real manager is probably going to show up at some point,
Yup.
and the chaos is probably a good time for you to beat feet.
Yup. The bugs that we planted, they were just recording devices beaming information out. We
Yes.
didn't have to retrieve them, right?
No.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Yep. So
So did the other guards and bodyguards
they've gone.
leave at this
Well,
point?
most of them have gone downstairs.
Okay.
Somebody's posted up outside. A few minutes later, cops come in. They specifically.
Shawn took a minute to surreptitiously wipe their prints off the
Okay.
ladder. So
They're more specifically interested in Maxi's statement because Maxi was the one that found the sniper.
Neutralized the sniper.
And so, Maxi, you're going to have to give a statement to the thing, and obviously you're going to have to lie. Or are you crafting your narrative to just leave out the part in the middle where you shot them yourself?
stabbed.
No, I'm saying where
No.
you shot Dynamic Designer UWI COO.
The narrative is that I was fulfilling my duties as bodyguard when I heard the first shot. I called out to my employer that there was a sniper, and I proceeded up into the area where we had seen the shot come from, pushed through the door, and began initiating close combat with the sniper. They fired a few shots at me as I ran toward them with a small hand weapon. All right.
Give me the seat check.
All right.
So Zed and Apex, you've used the chaos to beat feet out.
Yep.
Shawn, you're waiting for your bodyguard. But they're like, did you see your bodyguard kill them or no?
I came in just as he was stabbing the person. It was horrible. There was blood everywhere. Look at all the
Maxi,
blood.
what do you got?
Okay. I rolled a 17 flat. I have no bonus to charisma.
Okay. Just off the top, you think the cops are buying your story.
Being a former officer, Maxi is well aware not to embellish too much.
Okay.
And you know
It's very much a factual statement. He's not providing
kinda
any
get that. They're like,
emotional statement.
You used to be a cop, right?
Yes.
What agency?
I worked for a private firm in Portugal.
Okay. They get your information. They say if they have any more questions, they will call you. But you are, as of right now, released and told not to leave the city
Understood.
in case they
Thank you,
have
officers.
more questions.
Have a safe evening.
And with that, you guys leave the club. Where are you going now?
I forget, did we leave our vehicle nearby?
No, Maxi parked a mile away. Very specifically, I remember this because I was re-listening to the session.
we all took like a hard car.
Yeah. We hired cars for each group of us.
That's right.
And then we
But-
left our vehicle about a mile away in
There's
a
now
parking garage, I
crowds
believe.
packed everywhere around this place because the cops have sealed the area off. There's now news drones like swarming overhead at about 500 feet, recording it. You see
So-
some news trucks out front.
So I'll turn to Apex. Where's a good coffee shop we can lay low?
You know a couple places nearby.
Oh, it's just, around the corner, just over there. I'll direct him to.
Or maybe
Maybe a little further away?
or maybe a
Oh.
burn unit.
Are you wanting a coffee shop like as far away as possible, or right here, or
I mean, not like around the corner.
espresso,
Couple blocks. Can we get out of this crowd and regroup?
Actually occurs to all four of you as you leave the club that you haven't eaten since that breakfast this morning, and you are all starving.
There is a great taco place that's, a little further down.
Let's go, and I will text the location to our other two companions and say, take the long route, but make your way here.
Maxi
I feel
will
like
text-
it's like a walking distance thing, like,
yeah.
15, 20 minutes in the city, we can walk there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maxi will text back. Shawn has and then like a couple of different like little fireball emojis.
How much HP have you lost, Chone?
I believe I lost 16.
Oh yeah, Chone's got a pretty bad burn. Like Chone needs to go to the hospital.
Which thankfully nobody's noticed that. That's why you wear dark clothing, because then when things get crispy, nobody
fortunately,
notices.
with the namesake of our show, chaos is helpful to you in this
Indeed.
case.
What are the chances that as they're walking over to the taco shack, they walk by a pharmacy?
All right, I'll let you guys call it. High or low?
I'm gonna let Kaylee call it.
Haley?
I don't want
she's
to
the one
call
that's
this.
burned.
I'm looking up the nearest urgent care.
I heard Steph say low.
I was low.
All right, low. Well, fortunately for you, I rolled a 6. As you are walking about 3 blocks away, Chone, you do see a Doc in the Box.
Same logo as Jack in the Box, but it's like a medical personnel.
Yeah, with a little barber pole. Like, this is a classic meeting of the barber.
There you go, bloodletting, great. Yeah, need to go in here for a little bit. Grab
It
me some
actually
tacos.
doesn't take them long because it's just a burn. And so they apply a healing salve and nanites, and
I was gonna say Maxi would offer. Would you like me to accompany you inside? I know these things can be traumatic.
If you're not hungry, feel free.
I will wait for you. We cannot separate.
I was really hoping it was a literal box on a pole with like the hologram doctor that comes out and just dispenses pills.
Let you stick your
No,
you stick
what
your,
it is
stick your
it's
wounded
literally-
appendage in the box.
a like
We're not playing
it's
paranoia.
like a PA with like cyber hands with like the healer's touch, like the healer's hand cybernetics, and like salve and nanites, and it's like, and then they wrap it up. It takes about 15 minutes. They do charge you 5,000 souls for rapid response.
All right, pay it from the corp account.
You're just like, oh,
They at least give me a crutch to limp
you
around
actually
on.
don't
till
even
it's better.
feel it anymore. They,
that's
they
a
put
good
on
sign.
a hardcore analgesic, and you can't even feel it. It's numb.
So meanwhile,
Can I get some of that so I don't need to carry this damn thing around anymore?
Anyway, Apex and I are at
That's
the
why we
taco
were-
place.
Their
We've-
special tonight is the birria tacos.
Oh, I legit order like just 4 of everything on the menu.
Oh yeah. I'll recommend my favorites, but we're ordering like so many tacos.
What is
Oh, yeah.
Apex's favorite type of taco?
I think Apex's favorite type of taco is tacos. Just like all tacos.
We have a grand food tradition on Identico podcast. Okay, food is important around here.
Yeah, no, I think she's not picky. Like if it's good tacos, if it's bad tacos, it's tacos, so therefore it's good. So
Okay.
yeah.
I have a dog.
So yeah, we're ordering all the tacos.
I just
Okay.
opened the tab.
Shawn and Maxi join you about 30 minutes later. Shawn, Maxi, when you walk in, you see a big round table that they're sitting at with a bucket of beer, and it is full of a variety of tacos, of which they've eaten about a third of.
Oh, hey.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for showing up. Come here. These are really good.
We got
That
some-
queso's spicy. That queso's not spicy. Guac is awesome.
Don't forget the salsa.
Oh, yeah. There's like 16
Shawn
sauces.
immediately.
Yeah. Salsa verde.
Are you putting it on the corporate card here too?
Oh, yeah.
Zed's like, he's like, expense account.
I'm not
I
paying
buy
for
a
this.
restaurant for the restaurant. I don't care. Shit, I might buy the restaurant at the end of the night.
The food is very, very tasty. Is there anything you'd like to do while you're sitting here chatting?
How busy is this place? Like popping
Not-
for...
I mean, it's about, by this time of night, by the time you get there and stuff, it's about midnight. So it's half full.
Okay.
You know, most of the people in here are drunk and on their way home.
So we can
like-
talk without worry.
They're hammered and getting tacos on the way home,
Like you do.
like you do.
All right, folks. Well, aside for some groovy scars, I think we're all alive. So that's good.
Yeah.
I chose not to kill Aguilar.
Interesting
It's
choice.
Unfortunate.
Well-
But I am going to do some research on her.
That is
Yeah.
why I chose not to end her life. If she has connections to so many corporations, she may be a valuable asset to us, and we may be able to terminate her in the future.
Yeah.
Shawn has a mouthful of tacos de carnitas and just kind of go.
Exactly.
That's good thinking.
All right. So we
All of you get a news alert on your glows, you know, standard, like, you know, where you get that little pop down alert, like, boodaloo, boodaloo. The news has broken that the COOs of both UWI and Dynamic Design have been murdered on the night of the announced merger between the two things. There's profiles of both of the executives, you know, typical like pablum stuff, like he went to the Pacific Institute of Technology and la 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 la, and he do, and then, you know, police are investigating as it appears a sniper shot them both in the face.
How's the stock prices looking?
Bad, actually. Like the overnight markets, they've tanked about 11% each.
Yes. I'm gonna set a stop order. So when they drop another 4%, I'll liquidate everything for a massive profit. I'm good with that.
As Chode is shorting the market.
100%. Well, 30%.
I assume
so we got some
assume
stuff crossed off the to-do list.
exactly. I assume the group is okay with me shooting in this particular situation. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well done.
Maxi, with your record before this and here in this town, you can shoot whoever you want. I think you're doing a fine job.
Isn't it dynamic that Apex hates anyway?
Oh, it's upgrade yourself.
Oh,
industries.
UWI. So
Yeah.
that's next. Okay.
But I mean, just like fuck all the corpos. Like, they can all go down.
There's a list. We got to warm up a little.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I also made sure that the sniper rounds would not strike any other bystanders.
Oh, well done.
Actually, in the news report, you do see that there were no other injuries reported.
Quick and clean.
So successful on that count.
Good job.
You hurt no one else.
All right. So
These are
we got
very
the
good
bugs
tacos.
planted. Right? Try the chips. The chips are really good.
Oh yeah, they make them fresh here.
So we got the bugs planted.
Mm-hmm.
we probably hurt the merger. And we got a bead on some other local operatives that can be useful assets.
I do disagree with our course of action in letting the young man go.
Shawn takes out their glow and flips a copy of the tracking software over to Apex.
Ooh,
Just
well done.
I put a bug on his glow so we can see where he's going.
Ooh, perfect. Maybe we can see what kind of information he has.
He appears to be on the BART right now, heading toward Oakland.
All right.
For someone who's not familiar with the area, what is the BART?
It's the Bay Area Rapid Transit System, which is their primary means of mass transit. It has been massively expanded by 2099 and carries millions and millions of passengers per day
Wonderful.
around the Bay, around Silicon City. So,
Thank you, Alex.
The more you know.
The more you know.
all right. So, who is sending the update to your corporate headquarters?
Shawn will.
Is Shawn telling them that you're responsible for the deaths of the COOs of two of their competitors?
The report
Like
is
calling it a
somewhat
target of
dry.
opportunity, or
The report that I'm sending from this relatively unsecure place is that Shawn regrets or informs you of the untimely passing of both of the COOs of this company, and it did look incredibly painful. So I'm hinting that we were there and we saw it and we know more than we're saying, but until like I can get back to my own gear, I'm not going to trust
a few minutes later,
us.
the three of you receive a text through your encrypted corporate chat, like think Corp WhatsApp, right? That just says you ?
Why?
Maxi responds with a thumbs up.
The response you receive is very well,
GG.
bold,
GG.
but not unwanted.
I respond with K.
Shrug emoji.
I'm eating tacos.
Okay, what would you like to do now? It's about, by the time you finish eating tacos, and you are all full now, sufficiently so, like satisfyingly full. It's about 1 a.m.
Well, we have two different things we can attack here. Sleep would be one of them.
Yeah, let's head back to the apartment.
We have been going most of the day. We also need to go talk to your contact, Apex, and let them know that the bugs have been planted.
We can probably do that after we rest. I could use a shower.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sleep.
Yes, you could.
I gotta take care. It's way past time for my nighttime regime.
Okay.
Your skin is looking dry and flaky.
So your team taking kind of the, like, we're going to go over 2 blocks and down and dog leg and do this. You get back to your car and drive back to your apartment, by which point it is about 2 a.m. Does anyone have any actions for you to sleep?
Maxi will take the time to thoroughly clean his knife.
Okay.
Long shower, apricot scrub, some charcoal cleanser, face mask, normal stuff.
Hit that T-zone. Gotta hit that T-zone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So
Quick shower, Twinkie, fall into bed.
So you all go to sleep and wake up the next morning at around 9:30. Rested and ready to attack a new day. Apex, you have a text from Lillian. The text says that they got the feed from the bugs, but it looks like something happened, ?
I will reply with, yep.
And again, Lillian texts you back. You? Question mark?
Not me specifically, winky face.
Not me specifically. I didn't shoot them.
Yeah, it wasn't me. I'm not that good of a shot.
Okay. What are you doing now?
Can you remind me what our deal was with Lillian?
Oh, she was going to tell you some more stuff once you planted those bugs. She was going to give you some
red cap.
Red cap.
Okay.
She says the last thing she sends you is lunch ? Info about, and then a red baseball cap emoji.
I will reply with, sounds lovely.
She sent you an address.
We got a lunch date, you guys.
Hopefully with less fire.
I would hope so. Should be.
So what kind of stuff is on the news this morning vis-a-vis the events of last night?
They were taken out by a sniper. It appears that a local security guard took out the sniper upon this. I mean, the public message right now is basically what you guys set up. They were both killed. The COO from UWI died on the scene. The COO from Dynamic actually died in the ambulance. He was still alive when they loaded him, but didn't make it to the hospital.
Shucks.
Again, corporate pablum about how great they were, and they were part of this charity and they did this, and we're trying to make them sound like nice people.
Trying.
Survived by 2.5 spawn. Yeah.
And then
What about
some stuff about
the
stock.
merger?
The scuttlebutt is that the merger's on the rocks. Both stocks are down. Police are continuing to search for a motive. Why these two were taken out. That's pretty much what they got right now.
Can I start a search on this Kelly Aguilar?
Yeah.
See if there's any information about who she's working for currently.
Give
Anything
me
like
a software check to run a search algorithm.
that? Okay.
Max is going through his morning regiment of working out, briefly cleaning his weapons and getting dressed.
Protein shake.
So
For
that's
sure, protein shake.
That's a 19. Unless that fails, in which case I can do my little Control-Delete thing.
Nope, that works.
Okay.
Kelly Aguilar has a bachelor's in science from the University of Washington in genomics. She has 2 master's degrees from various universities, one from MIT, one from the Pacific Institute of Technology, one in cybernetics, and one in biology. Another one, her doctorate. She's a board certified cybernetics doctor, as well as, oncologist for some weird reason. And then she has a master's degree in physics.
Is there anything about her employer or?
She's worked for pretty much everybody. Anybody who's in the field of augmentation. Malfinia is a weird one. It is tracked, like it's on her about me page, like her client list page, that she worked for Malfinia Capital Power, but nobody knows why. They're assuming they're some new E121 variant, but because she doesn't know physics, but it's outside of her normal stuff. She typically works with cybernetics companies, and she's worked on some ROVs. She's very well known. Again, she's one of those people that no corp can keep on staff because she's too expensive, so they pay her for a year or 2. She comes in, she consults, she helps them build some shit, and then she leaves.
And I refine my search a little bit just for my own curiosity and search for her in conjunction with Upgrade Yourself Industries.
Yep, she's worked for them as well. She's been on contract with them a couple of times.
Does it give like a particular time frame?
One about 5 years ago, and again about 3 years ago for 6 months.
Okay.
Malfinia, she was working for about 4 years ago.
Okay. I'm just gonna save all this information to my glow.
It's all pretty public. She maintains a pretty public profile.
As Maxi comes out and is making his protein shake in the kitchen, he'll kind of state to the room, is anyone familiar with the kind of augmentation that would cause our released friend to be able to emit fire or heat from his hands or wrists?
Chone's kind of half awake, half asleep, sitting at the table. They've got some orange juice and some tostadas. Just a real simple breakfast. And it's like magic. It was simply magic. They just gestured and fire billowed out. It had to have been that.
Can I roll a cybernetics since I have some training in that?
Mm-hmm.
To see if I think that's something that would be feasible.
Well, our friend, our released friend, mentioned that Aguilar had been responsible for the experimentation on them. Perhaps Aguilar's past work would provide some kind of guide as to what possibly may have been done to that gentleman and his sister.
Although, didn't Jones say there were no cybers on this kid?
There were none.
I got an unnatural 20.
So flame-emitting cybernetics are really risky because you have to have a fuel tank for it. And storing that inside, even with armor, subcutaneous armor, is risky. So it's done, but it's pretty rare. You're more likely to see that in a rover because it's safer. Like, just straight up, like, at least that's just a robot. So if it gets blown up by the fuel tank, no big deal. Pretty rare in cybernetics. And the way that Chone and Maxi describe what he did does not match any cyber you've seen. Usually when you see something like that, it's big. It's like a huge nozzle, and like they've had full arm replacement to do that.
Chone, I think you're right. It sounds like magic. I don't see how cybernetics could do that unless, like, you know, his blood was gasoline or something, which that wouldn't work.
Well, the scans turned up no cybernetics, correct.
Correct. To do anything like that with cybernetics, you'd need to do something with like a nanite-based accelerant, but there'd still be some sort of cybernetic interface for the mind and body to eject it. So it's got to be magic. I mean, any most advanced technology, pretty indistinguishable, and the vis-a-vis the same backwards.
So that explanation also states that this may be a form of technology.
It's possible. It's just not a technology we've seen. But maybe this Kelly person's been experimenting on people to make them super soldiers or something.
But to make it an entire new, undetectable cybernetic interface would be... they'd patent that.
Sounds like that could be
That's
some
how corpses are born.
very profitable R&D to take home.
So in letting our friend live, we may have also given ourselves a leg up to the competition.
And now you know why I did that. We also have a back door for an army, probably, that wants to take this corp down, which would be awesome to pin on when they do that, and then we just abscond with the data. It'll be fun.
Wait, abscond with the data, like the turning people into magic fire people data?
Yeah. I mean, that's whatever R&D Kelly has, we take it. We gear up Robbie and company to go burn their building down. Street kids get blamed. We walk away free. Payday.
I'm okay with burning shit down. It's the let's steal the data and make our own.
I didn't say we would make our own.
Thing.
We don't have to make our own, but we have the information. If no one else has the information, we have the proprietary decision of what to do with the information. Maybe we just destroy it because we're feeling magnanimous. Maybe not.
I feel like this is one of those with great power comes great responsibility situations.
And with great power comes a great paycheck.
And great power bills.
Hence, we need the paycheck. It's simple.
Our
We're not even there
More
yet.
complicated than that.
not
Our
even
responsibility is
We're not
to.
even there yet. We don't have to worry about it. It's okay. We haven't started anything yet. We'll get there. I think there's some other more pressing to-dos on our list, right?
Lunch date.
Lunch.
But I just had my shake.
It's going to take you an hour to get there.
Yeah, it's like 9:30.
No, it's after that.
And if we
It's like 10.
Yeah, you're closer.
if we let you
closer
drive
to
along the
10:30 now.
car,
All your morning routines and
Skincare regime.
yeah.
Oh, I was.
Maxi said he worked. Maxi said he worked out, so I was just assuming that took at least 60 minutes. You know, he's got to do aerobic and anaerobic. Like he's got to hit both levels.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, he doesn't want to skip leg day.
It's just
Never skip leg day. All right, so our employers know we were involved. Did we send them an official report yet?
Nope. Are you doing that before you go to lunch?
yeah, Shawn would do that working on that while we get
Okay.
ready for breakfast.
Are you giving them a fairly,
Sorry.
again, sanitized but detailed report as to what you did?
It's basically opportunity arose. There were some third parties on site to perform a takedown of a non-related target, and we figured that opportunity would be too good to pass up since we could pin
That
it
is
on
the
them.
report you send to corporate headquarters.
Yep. And I send a copy of it to everybody else, and then I just kind of look at everybody else like, the only weak spot is we have one person who could refute the entire thing.
And we still also have this hanging mystery of who targeted us when we got here.
That's why you're going
But-
to lunch.
Possibly we're going to figure out what's up with that at lunchtime.
Mm-hmm.
Are we all going to lunch or just Apex?
Did she say come alone or anything?
You
like
all know. I mean, she met all of you before, so she knows who you
Yeah.
all are.
I feel like
Did she meet Maxi?
No,
I thought
she didn't
Maxi
meet
stayed in the
Maxi,
car.
but she's aware of who is in your crew.
yeah. I feel like there's no point in trying to deceive her, so we might as well just all go.
Fair enough.
It's safer that way.
Yeah.
Okay, so you head across the bridge again to Oakland. The place she's sending you to is actually a food truck.
Okay.
She goes,
What kind of food truck?
Persian. And there's like a big outdoor eating area, right? With like a bunch of picnic tables. She goes, you ever had Persian food? It's great.
Sounds delicious.
So,
What do you recommend?
everything. Just pick something. It's great. I like the number 3.
Shawn goes up and orders. Shawn goes up and orders one of everything. We'll be sitting at that table.
She sits down with all of you, and after you've all ordered, she goes, so, plant some bugs, murder some folks. Not that
Like
I have
you
a
do.
problem. No,
A murder happened. It was rather
Yeah.
traumatic.
I'm sure. Not that I have a problem with your targets, because, you know, Lord knows those guys were just angels,
Mm.
but you did what I asked, so what do you want to know?
Red cap.
She goes, I'm going to ask you one more time. Are you sure you want to know?
I mean, we're pretty sure he knows about us.
Oh, he certainly does if he's following or was surveilling you.
So it seems like it would be safer for us to know who's surveilling us than to not.
I agree.
I don't feel like this is one of those situations where ignorance is bliss is safe.
Oh, ignorance is definitely safer than knowing about these guys.
But if they have interest in us and are watching us and are coming for us, forewarned is forearmed.
She goes, okay. So to explain this properly, I have to go back in time. She goes, you all, of course, learned in school about the nuke attack on America in the 2030s. The group who did that is who Red Cap works for. They go by a bunch of different names. Most of the people in the know call them the Sages. The rumor is there's a total of 4 of them. 4 of them that run the organization. They were the ones that nuked America. They're the ones that run the whole shebang. And nobody, not even the IOG, knows who the Sages are. And we have it on very good authority that the IOG has been hunting for the Sages for 60 years. And they can't find them.
So we're in pretty deep, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
That does not answer the question about who Red Cap is.
Oh, his real name is Jean Mallo. He's from France, and he's been working for the Sages since he was in his early 20s, near as anyone knows. He's a freelancer, but he only works for them. But top tier operative, he hires local freelancers to do his dirty work, and then he disappears.
Have you seen him?
Yeah, a couple times.
Is he in town?
Presumably, unless the Sages are done with whatever they've got going on for you.
Which is the 64 solid question.
Yeah.
What do they want
I don't
from
know.
us?
You're the silly folks. Didn't you hack the IOG within like 36 hours of arriving in town?
That was not us. That was one of us.
You are all of you now.
I've always been in town. I didn't arrive to town, so. Yeah.
Do we know anything about... And my question just kind of trails off because Zed's mind is spinning right now. What do we know about the Sages? I mean,
the presumption is
they run everything.
The presumption is that they're. So the rumor is that 4 CEOs of 4 corporations are who make up the Sages. Who they are, we have no idea. Again, the IOG's been hunting them for 60 years. The presumption is they're corp guys, CEOs. 4 of them. The number 4 keeps popping up. That's why we think there are only 4 of them.
And Red Cap works for them.
Directly.
So that means whatever Red Cap wants with us, the Sages want with us.
Also,
and
Red
is it
Cap
us specifically? Is it us specifically, or is it our corp?
I don't know.
Red Cap might know who the
Because
Sages are.
He probably does.
Well, they were watching our apartment where we came to. So that tells me that they're after something having to do with this assignment.
Right. So you work for Omni, which is wonderful. So here's the deal. It's a new Cold War. That's what's going on right now. The UWI, DD merger, you guys pushing into the North American market, everybody. It's all about that next level of augmentation. Rovs can only go so far. They still have limitations. But imagine if you can augment people even better than we have now. Taking cybernetics or any other type of augmentation to that next level. That's what's going on.
Magic.
So it's an arms race. Who can build the best ones? Who can build the best cyber soldiers? Who can build the best super soldiers? Who can build the ones that can take everything over after this? That's what the UWI-DT merger was about. That's what you guys do. That's what everybody does. It's all about that next phase of humanity. So whatever the sages are into or whatever they're looking for, it has something to do with that. That's the best I can come up with. But that's a guess on my part.
Maxi looks over and said, "It is good then that you released the augment."
What augment? As Lillian looks at you suspiciously.
Oh, the mage.
I'm sorry, what now?
What type of food are we eating again? Persian?
Yeah.
What is something that's like an appetizer in Persian food? Because Caleb hasn't actually had Persian food. I'm not familiar enough with it.
Dolma is very common.
Yum.
Is there something that's the equivalent of like a falafel or fries? A ball of something?
Something
Yeah.
I'm trying to
throwable?
throw something at Maxi is what I'm saying.
Actually, so you're trying to throw something. So zaytun parvada, olives in with pomegranate, walnut, and garlic.
That'll work. Flick one at his face.
I'm sorry.
Okay, and
We have wizards now?
Caleb has to ask an over-the-table question. I know we're dealing with Lillian right now, and Lillian is one of Apex's friends or teachers, but I totally forget if I know more than them.
You don't. So they got a hold of Lillian because Pero, the whatever, was talking to Shawn and Apex through the grid, told them to go see Lillian. Lillian is like a freedom fighter. Like, she's like a I fuck corpse up for fun kind of person.
Therefore,
had
Apex wants to be best.
Well, yeah. But she's a recent acquaintance.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like magic.
So the name... What was the name? Something... Aguilera? What was...
Aguilar.
Ellie?
Kelly Aguilar.
That one. The name Kelly Aguilar, what does that mean to you?
She's a corpse scientist. She works on augmentation work. Works for everybody.
Well, something she's doing is this next level shit. 'Cause
She made magic?
Or unlocked it somehow.
she apparently, with no evidence to back this up other than a one-time visual sighting, possibly is
Shawn holds up
augmenting people in such a way to produce fire without visible cybernetics.
She
So
looks
this
like
kid-
she looks super confused. She's like, so he made fire from nothing.
Yes, which kind of does violate some laws of physics.
like with his hand, and he projected it. And he had fine control, because not only did he set my leg on fire, he managed to melt the zip ties that Maxi
We got
had
his
him
phone number.
confined with. We have his location.
That too.
Yeah.
Look, this kid is claiming that it was Kelly, right?
Aguilar.
Caleb's terrible with names. That's much better. Kelly, no, damn it. So this kid is claiming that Kelly is doing all kinds of fucked up experiments on people to do this shit. I don't know if it's cybernetics. I don't know if it's something new. I don't know what it is. But
Magic.
we've got a lead, is what I'm saying.
Well, it's definitely new. Making fire with your hands is something I hadn't heard before. But
That's something.
if the new, again, we know that the augmentation rush is the thing right now. It's the Cold War. Okay, it's an arms race. She goes, there were rumors a few years back, freelancer that I heard of broke into Malfinius Towers in Vancouver.
And who is the freelancer?
I don't want to give up his name yet. I'm going to leave that alone for now. But you might want to look into Aguilar more. As far as the sages, finding them is good luck. I know one guy who fights with one of their people regularly, and that's it.
I have already suggested that we look deeper into Aguilar, and Maxi kind of looks around the table.
Well, I've already started, so.
I didn't say we shouldn't. I just said we should be smart about it.
Right. So, like I said, you've got somebody hunting you, and now you're hunting somebody. So, it basically sounds like Wednesday.
So, Red Cap.
It's just Monday.
Do you know shut up. Throw another olive at his face. Do you know anything about his like typical MO? I know you said he hires freelancers and disappears.
Yep. He's still in the area. He's hiring right now.
I wonder.
What's he hiring for? Can we get an interview?
Oh.
We're not technically freelancers, but
Oh, I am.
He's not going to hire you because he knows who you are.
he also was tracking us, so that wouldn't necessarily be useful if he was hiring someone to complete the same job.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's on to a different job. Who knows?
Can we use that information about him looking to hire people in order to find him?
You give it a shot. He
At the very least, can we find out what he is hiring for?
Again, you can give it a shot. You'd have to find somebody he's hired or at least shared some of the information with. Like I said, last I heard it was a strike team.
Can you get word to him?
Sure. He's not going to listen very well, but he'll get the message.
Can you let him know? Can you let him know we'd like to meet?
Sure.
We'd like a face-to-face with Redcap.
I mean, sure. I can get the message out.
Very well.
She's like, you got guts.
It's either that or let him skulk around in the darkness taking shots at us. I think we'd rather be able to see what's coming.
Yeah, it's risky as hell, but there's a lot of unknowns. We might as well try to nail something down. Yeah. Might be our coffin, might not be.
And it could be that Redcap's interests and ours align.
If your interests align with the Sages, you should really be looking at yourself pretty internally.
Yeah, my interests do not align.
They did nuke.
Their motivations are though. We learned they existed like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, and they nuked half of North America.
Yeah, that part I know. I know. I do not agree with them.
They may have had a good reason.
No,
Could have been somebody there deserved it.
they didn't have a good reason.
Every villain believes they are the hero.
I read that somewhere.
Maybe they hated snakes. I hate snakes.
Snakes are gross.
I would nuke snakes or spiders.
She goes, look, folks, I'm going to get going. Enjoy lunch. If you need any other information, give me a shout.
Pleasure doing business with you. Let us know when you hear from Redcap.
Will do. I imagine he'll let you know if he gets the message.
Cool. Shawn's digging back into the food.
And that, my friends, is where we will leave it for the night, with all of you thinking about what you want to do next.
And eating some really good food.
As the number of factions involved here has now climbed to like 8.
Yeah.
Where's your yarn wall, by the way, Caleb?
Yeah.
I mean, you have had a month to put a yarn wall together.
Yeah, that's true.
It might help with figuring out all the names and their connections.
Yeah,
I literally injured myself to give you more time.
yeah. It took me a month to put my bulletin board back on the wall behind me. I didn't get to the yarn wall.
So next week,
well, that's a step one.
next episode, we should expect,
Next time.
to see our yarn
And
wall.
here's the wonderful thing, Caleb. You know, you could just put some red yarn up there with a couple of assorted pictures, and we can't tell what it says or what it is. It just looks like a yarn wall.
But I would know. I would know. It's not right.
Okay.
And knowing is half the battle.
Okay, everybody, thank you for joining us tonight. Caleb, where can they find you on the interwebs?
I am on the interwebs at the Caleb G. You can also hear me over on the RPG Academy's Twitch channel tomorrow night, if you're watching in real time, to stream some 13th Age shenanigans where there are also wizards.
Thanks. Steph, where can they find you?
You can find me on like all of the social medias and Twitch at Starlit Firefly, and you can hear me on the podcast Welcome to St. Paxton.
And Kaylee?
You can find me on Twitter at GGKayleeSama. And I'm officially back on the Redemption podcast with a brand new character, so I can say it out loud because episode 703 dropped today.
Awesome. And
that's
finally,
where you can find us,
Michael.
redemptionpodcast.com.
You can find me on the socials at LoserMLW, and you can also find me on the Redemption podcast, as well as Kaylee, as well as on this channel on Mondays. And you can find me on Gamers Tables Twitch channel playing Conan on every other Tuesday.
Oh, that's right. I forgot they were doing Conan. Well, that's where you can find all our nice folks. I, once again, am Alex the Humanoid, and we will see y'all in 2 weeks, Monday at 6 Pacific on Twitch here. And so everybody have a great night. Bye.
Bye.
Good night. Bye.